Tiz's thunder there. I'm sorry, Tiz.
Look, man, I've been waiting for this one right here. We got one of my good training partners, along with a few others behind the camera, but this one right here, he's been working for years now. Still at only 19? We're talking 19 years old. Had his first kickboxing match late last year in November, and today even competed. He came here all the way from Long Island to show up and talk about it, coming back from a smoker that the Cash Money team represented in.
Give him your best Bruce Buffer intro right now. Close your eyes, Travis.
Damn, on the
Visualize it,
spot.
visualize it.
I got to be prepared for the future, you know.
Yeah,
No,
no,
let's hear
he's
it,
right.
let's
He
hear it.
does
I'll
have to
close
be
my eyes,
prepared
too.
for
I'll
the
act like I'm
future.
at Travis's first UFC fight. All right, let's get it.
Let's see. Travis is a 45er, right?
Yeah,
Travis
yeah,
a 45er.
Okay, it says.
Weighing in at 145 pounds. Training out our UFC gym, Riverdale. He is Travis Lobo Leal.
Wow, that was
The
9 out of
wolf,
10.
baby. The
9 out of
wolf. On the spot. Hey.
I'm just gonna tell you this. I don't know if you have a future in ringing.
Yeah.
You have a lot of good things going for you. But that might
Let's stick to
Nah,
podcast.
That's more preparation for sure.
Definitely. We'll get there next time. Next time we have
Yeah.
Travis on, just
Yeah.
be prepared. If we have him on
Oh,
again,
yeah.
Yeah, I
whether
better
it be
No, I
hear.
will.
Every
Here,
time
I
I'm
will.
here, you better be
I
saying
will,
it.
yeah.
even if we have you at the home studio, like the real studio, like, we definitely gotta have Tiz announce you every single time. That's gonna be a thing.
Hey, he's here now. That's what matters. So let's get right into it, Trav. Right from the beginning, man. Like, what is your origin story? Like, what was your first love at fighting? Like, what made you want to get in the gym and train? How'd you meet up with Shane?
Damn.
Let me know.
Well, I mean, I've kind of been always fighting, like, ever since I was young. I remember, like, even when I was, like, 3, I was scrapping with people's neighbors and stuff like that were, like, mad older than me. I don't know. I really fell in love with it, like, my freshman year of high school. I was, like, a mad, tubby, fat little shit. So I was weighing, like, 200, like 5'6", so I was just looking like a damn, like circle.
You fight at 45 now?
Yeah, no.
Damn, shit, good shit.
Yeah, appreciate it. But no, yeah, like I started trying to do boxing on my own. It was the wrestling season, so I was on the sideline doing dumbass shadow boxing. I had my coaches like making fun of me and stuff like that. But then that's when I met Shane for the first time. He noticed me. He goes, "Oh, you start boxing, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I've just started. I want to like probably go compete in it." He was like, "Word, that's dope." And then like we were kind of like like cordial like for the whole football season, but wrestling season is when we really like started connecting because I noticed that he started doing like crazy moves like his fucking Cash Money roll and shit like that, and then I would have my own signature moves like my headlocks and shit like that too. So we would just like joke about shit, and then we would talk about fighting all the time. Like I remember first showing him how I kicked and stuff like that. And he was, and even for like a fat person, I was flexible, so I was able to go for the head and shit like that too. And he just offered me to come down and visit him to just work out, and ever since then we just kind of been connected, I guess.
What's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt the podcast real quick, but we have a message for you guys.
If you enjoy her Hamburg's content, you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like on the videos, all sorts of fight content as much as possible, podcasts, interviews, vlogs. We have it all over here, so thank you, appreciate it.
We appreciate you, and like he said, please subscribe. And now, back to the show. Well, so, dude, I have, like, a question for you. Like, full disclosure, like, we wanted to have you on, like, all the way back in, like, November or December, and shit got in the way. Like, I had my gallbladder taken out. He had shit going on. And so, like, it just didn't work out. But now we got you on here. And, like, I wanted to talk to you about, like, the first fight that you had back then, like, because we wanted to kind of dive into the mind of, like, somebody going into, like, their actual, like, first fight. Like, what was that like for you? Like, in the locker room, leading up to it?
It was a mix of, like, being so excited to fight and, like, having, like, people I know, like, actually come see me do this shit I've been talking about for years about doing.
Sounds like us doing this live.
Yeah. But then every time at night, it would be like genuinely scary, like me alone with my own thoughts, and just like, what if you lose in front of everybody? Like then everyone's gonna clown on you. Like all this shit you've been talking for like the past like 3 or 4 years, dude. Like all comes down to nothing if you lose for this shit. But then you come to that mindset for a while, and then you kind of realize to yourself, you just have to trust in your training, like trust in the people that you're working with. Like, to be honest, no offense to Kenneth, I love you. You were a great first matchup. I appreciate everything you've done. he did not hit hard. Like I was going against a lot of people that were like 160, 175, like beating my ass, like 6'2" people. So when I finally got into the ring versus someone my size, it felt a lot easier. It felt like a lot more. I was able to actually be who I was, like, in fighting. Like, it was very dope to, like, experience that. But honestly, you get nervous for the whole fight, except for once your walkout song hits. Then you just hear your own music, and you're like, damn, this is my shit. Like, this is my time to shine. And then all that fear kind of really goes away. Like, you start, like, having fun about it. All fighting is just fun. Like, that's all it is. If you have fun with it, you're going to be able to move quicker. You're going to be able to move better, more fluid, stuff like that. If you fight angry and have too much, like, anxiety and stress about you, you're going to fight stiff. You're going to be a very, like, non-movable type of person. And that's usually, at least nowadays, that's not going to work on how MMA is progressing. It's all about footwork now, and that's what definitely our team is trying to show.
I mean, that was a great first performance, too. And you talk about being loose once the walkout music started. You were dancing in the
Yeah.
even in between the first and second round, you're dancing in the cage.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like, because Sid sent me the link, like, earlier, like, last week. Like, I didn't even know I could watch the fight on YouTube because, like, we talked about it a couple times. And then, like, he sends me, out of the blue pretty much. I was like, oh, damn, I can actually see this. And then watching it, I mean, dude, that was a fun fight, too.
Yeah, dude, it was really fun to, like, participate in and do all, like, that
you
crazy
walking
shit.
in with the swagger, and says that alone was like training for the fight and seeing you behind the curtain, we'll say, and you could see how locked in you were, but like you described it perfectly, hit on the nail, stiff, a little anxious and overthinking, what if I do lose and what are people going to say about me and stuff. And just the closer and closer it got to the fight, the more just confident and loose it seemed you were. It felt like you were having fun. I mean, that you were having, and that was. I think that was something Shane was kind of trying to drive in a little bit too. That you can have fun with this. It's supposed to be fun. Just protect yourself, and just be yourself. Exactly.
Because if you're not having fun with it, like, what's the whole point of even fighting?
Very true, very true. Why do it if you don't?
So, like, in between rounds, they're playing Gasolina, and then Travis.
Bro, that was a gift from God. I can't lie. Like, that's how I knew I was gonna win. I was like, this is how it's gonna go.
After I saw that, I'm like, oh, he's ready, like, clearly. Kind of like he was still kind of like getting up off the stool, drinking that last sip of water, and like Travis is standing there already dancing and shit. I'm like, all right.
That's what I mean, man. Travis, he hit so. I think for you to say when you were bigger and you're still able to land head kicks, I feel like that really has translated to like the kind of fighter you are now. Because I felt firsthand one of those head kicks, and it was an eye-opening experience for me. So
yeah, my fault about that one.
No, dude, like, yeah, you're in the zone, man. It was really cool to help somebody training for their first fight, like just give them rounds and stuff, hard rounds. Like, it was my first time hard sparring.
Bro, and I gotta thank you and a lot of like the team members too, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be training as hard as I could. Like, you guys gave me a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
You gave me different looks on how to fight. Like, especially you, like, even like now I still like scrap with you, dude. Like, you're a good fighter, dude. Like, compared to you like 6 months ago, you've definitely like progressed.
Yeah, we have a good time for sure when it's time to spar. I think it's sometime, I guess there's certain sparring partners you might feel a little certain type of way of, and then after the round it might not go that great, but I mean, you push me, and it gives me that added adrenaline. Like, you gotta finish the round.
Because in the end of the day, we're both just trying to like work and get better.
Yeah. I mean, for your first fight, man, like, and this is under Muay Thai rules too, and you train primarily kickboxing, so we're talking in the clinch, like, he had you pretty good. He was giving you knees and stuff, and I mean, you took them, man. You ate it. You got out of the clinch. You fought to the end of each round, and wouldn't you know it, you looked great, and you dominated him, and you got your hand raised. So I guess that's a good transition to today, where a lot of the members of the team fought at Long Island against other UFC gym members in a hard spar, and your matchup today against someone actually pretty close to us from Wayne. Tell me about that. Like, I remember talking to you on Wednesday, I think it was, and asking you how you were feeling. It was just like, you were like, it's just a fight, it's another fight.
After my first fight, I've kind of come to realize like you shouldn't be like too anxious about anything. You shouldn't be too excited. You shouldn't be too like drowsy about it. But you have to have a nice like happy medium, and that's what I'm starting to realize too. This fight was definitely it was a good scrap. Like I thank the person Aiden Swain if you're ever watching this, I thank you. This was a great fight. We definitely went toe to toe, and it's great, dude. I'm just happy that I'm able to experience it with a bunch of like different kids, people that are more experienced than me, people that are less experienced than me. It's all gonna be worth it in the end, and that's what I was happy about. I felt like a lot of my teammates too. They did great, like 100%. We got Matt, Ali, Devin, Darnell. We had all them people putting in the show and just working hard as they could. We had Mac delivering a beautiful knockout. There was definitely some times where it felt like the refs were a little bit biased towards the other teams, but in the end, we still made it. We still made our name. That's all that matters.
I mean, it's fun, man. It's cool to see, especially like something around here too, and like New Jersey, in my opinion, like for MMA or even martial arts in general, there's just so many different like amazing groups that you could train with, and like obviously Shane has kind of cultivated one now around here, which has been sick. And like, I kind of want to ask you this because I know some people are probably more serious about training than others. Some people do it as a hobby, other people do it because they actually want to compete. So like, let me ask you this: like 10 years from now, if you're thinking about it, if you close your eyes, besides the part where Tiz is announcing your name,
that's
in the
where
UFC,
I'm not announcing.
Yeah.
Got you.
Where do you see yourself, like, kind of in the future with MMA? Like, what are your goals? Even Muay Thai, like,
I know for a fact I'm gonna make it in the UFC. I know for a fact the way I'm going, the way me and Shane are going, and the way our mindsets are, we're gonna win. We're gonna succeed, and we're gonna make a name for ourselves. I have no other doubt. I like to go by the law of attraction, like a lot of good UFC fighters do, and it really does make sense. You speak into existence, and God finds a way to really align your goals with what you want to do. And it's just, I just know I'm gonna win. I just know I'm gonna be champion soon. I can't wait for the process. I'm just happy to just be training, so I know what I'm doing.
I think you got a lot of potential, man. I mean, besides, from that fight that I watched, obviously hearing about the smoker today, it seems like it's in the very beginning of like quite a long journey. And I mean, I'm excited to see it.
And it's a fun journey. That's what I'm so excited about, dude. Because like you said, it's the beginning of my journey. So I know I got such a long way to go, but that's gonna be so many good memories and stories that I could tell people when I do make it.
Yeah, for sure. And they're yet to happen. So like,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the fun part. You can just look forward to that.
Exactly.
So
like, and definitely like stuff before, there was definitely like times where I had to like stop training in order, like money wise, or like helping family members and stuff like that. I've dealt with a lot. There was a lot of stuff in my family and like my house that I had to like get through. And honestly, I really do thank MMA because every time that I was like off break or not doing anything, I was just smoking up. I was not doing anything. I was just trying to sleep. Like MMA makes me want to like get out of the house and be productive with my life and like really want to like do something with my life and have goals and shit like that. I haven't found that with any other activity I've really ever done. So
that's really cool though. I love hearing stuff like that with anybody. Like even outside of fighting, like it's just cool to watch somebody who's like actually pursuing like some sort of dream or passion of their own. So like that's honestly really sick, and it's been cool obviously for me watching Tiz start to train and get better, and like I hear about.
Bro, when are we gonna see you train?
Dude,
I'm waiting on
it. I did a little Muay Thai back in like high school, and like I'm having fun covering it.
Rob's very much in the John Anik seat, He's got a great commentator voice, great analyzation of the fights.
Come down to one of the sparrings, man.
And it helps, yeah.
Maybe I will at some point.
I could bring him. I could bring him in.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice.
We'll see.
We're all friendly. We're all friendly down there.
It'll be fun. It would be fun. I definitely still have my equipment somewhere in the closet. But I mean, dude, it was fun having you on. I don't know if you have anything else.
Well, yeah,
without
giving away too much to other gyms, snooping around, because you do have to watch out for this man right here. Just so you know, what makes you special? What do you think makes you special? What makes Travis Leal stand out from anybody else that wants to step in the cage and fight?
Just how I've grown up, how I've really dealt with a lot of stuff in my life. Like, there's a lot of people that I've met that are, don't get me wrong, great fighters and stuff like that, but they don't have the mentality where they are like, I need this or I can't succeed, or I won't progress. They always have second options. For me, MMA is the one and only option that I'll pursue. If I don't pursue it, then I'm nothing as a man. My main two things are, if I ever die, I want to die super old and famous and knowing, or dying super young, like from helping someone. Those are my only two ways of going out in life. And there's no in-betweens for that.
I like it. That's a cool
That
spot.
is a special mentality to have.
Yeah, man.
That's so young.
I think that's a good way to end it, honestly. But man, it was great having you on.
Alright.
We definitely got to have you on again too, just in general
Appreciate
on the pod.
it.
Pressure
Great to
makes
meet you today,
diamonds.
too, man.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Travis.
So now,
Feel just like a superstar. Doing all these drugs, I don't think I'm gon' see tomorrow. Living fast, brand new dash up in a foreign car. It's the type of shit that you be doing when you gone.